Coach, congratulations. First career win as a Maverick head coach. Your thoughts, and then we'll take some questions.
Yeah, just excited for the guys. I think they've done a lot of earning, a lot of huge decisions for the guys that one came in and two stayed, and just proud. I like the fact that we've worked and we've earned, and that wasn't the easiest way to do it and the cleanest way to do it, but they got it done, which is kind of the group we have.
Luke, just the excitement of overtime there, but also the push St. Cloud made at the end of the third period and just holding them off, getting it to overtime and then winning it in overtime. Just can you just talk a little bit about that and how that the emotions on the bench and what was going on during that time?
Yeah, probably a little bend don't break moment towards the end, and I thought as third and emotions climbed in and maybe some frantic moments climbed in. I like that we came back to center a little bit and did fend off their push. Hats off to Trace. I thought he did an excellent job, be a big piece of that. And then our D's got some exits and they ate some pucks when it was pretty crucial down the stretch.
You guys were down 2-0 obviously against a really good team, and then I think two fifth-year guys and Tony Malinowski and Lucas Sauter made a really big play with Lucas tipping that home. How big was that goal at that time?
Yeah, exciting. I mean, you go through the exhibition, we didn't score. Everyone's a little bit holding their breath, I believe. And then I thought really when the Souds scored, a lot of things busted open, including like our guys were able to take a breath. But for the older guys, they've got a torch to carry. They've earned it, and they showed their face that way. I thought at some big moments tonight.
You just mentioned, not scoring last week and kind of maybe some tough puck luck in the first period tonight when I think you seemed like you were still making some plays though, right? I mean, did you feel that good things were happening up until that point? Just, their goalie made a couple nice saves and you just kind of waiting for something to open up?
I thought there's a huge stretch where Bassy, however I say it, I thought he was outstanding. He made some cross-crease saves. He was stretched out. He put their team back into shape, as I spoke of Trace, putting our team back into shape. If we keep getting chances, then we'll be good. If that dries up, then you do panic about scoring because at some point the ratio of chances and goals are going to go in your favor. And we just got to keep pounding the stone. There's a lot of guys in there that want a piece of the puzzle, and they're going to get it.
Brett Maverick with his collegiate debut, he scores a goal. I thought maybe more impressive was what he did at the defensive end. How impressive was his debut?
Yeah, obviously, the offensive part, to your point, besides the goal, he made a lot of nice just puck moving, fundamentally really correct ways to play. Easy kid to trust. He's on the right side of the puck. He's honest. I think he rarely cheats it. You found him in pretty much every situation. He's a dynamite penalty killer. He's got guts to perform at big moments of truth. And for a young guy, I thought he did. It was outstanding to see.
As far as the block shots go, is that something that's been a philosophy of yours over time? I mean, I know that's been kind of the case here the last few years as a program, and certain programs have that, more than others, but is that a philosophy of yours?
Yeah, some of those moments of blocks were maybe on the penalty kill when if we've eliminated the other four, someone's going to have to eat the fifth type buck, and our Ds did a good job. I think culturally, blocking shots a lot of times bleeds right through your culture. If you're going to be convenient defensively and not make those hard plays at big moments, then that's going to show through in a lot of other moments in your game. And our guys, it shows up in the gym. It shows up in the way they train. It shows up in a lot of ways. So blocking shots for me is another just an attribute of what they do day to day.
There was a quick whistle that went against you guys that looked like might have an impact on this game for a long time. How was the mood on the bench after that? I know that can kind of go one of two ways, but it seemed like the guys responded really well to that.
Yeah, they probably responded better than I did, so I'll give those guys credit. When you're in the confines of the game and it's non-reviewable, it was maybe a delayed whistle, like between seeing it in mouth and whistle type thing. It's not reviewable, so there's not much you can do except for make sure that if we can continue to add that pressure, which we kept doing, that led to another opportunity just quickly shortly thereafter.
Getting back to you winning in your debut here, can you speak a little bit on just the atmosphere, about hearing the Olay song for the first time, and just kind of the reaction to what was happening, throughout the evening as really your debut?
I can tell you the video doesn't do it justice. The atmosphere was outstanding. Look at the weather. The weather has been terrible. No one wants to leave their home. It's pouring. It's been windy. It's cruddy out. People showed up. I thought the real appreciation, I truly believe here, is they know hockey, so they see a play. They understand a moment of truth to a block to an exceptional play. So I love their participation. They're all in, and the more kids here, there's a lot of little kids around, which that makes it fun too. Future Mavericks.
You guys haven't had a ton of time to practice at this point. You haven't been together for too long. You're trying to get 5-on-5 specials going. How much 3-on-3 practice had there been, and how happy were you with the way the guys responded in that situation that maybe was a newer one, as a group at least?
The beginning of it didn't look like we'd done anything with it. Keeping water out of the boat. We have, definitely there's moments, but I'll tell you, when the score clock's on and the crowd's going and it's the big moment of the game, that's just different 3-3. There's different circumstances. We didn't possess the puck very much. So when you start off on that foot, 3-3 ends up being a dog-tired game. And luckily we were able to get some changes, and what a great play by Eyes to finish that thing off.
I know it's a long way away from, postseason and stuff, but pairwise, these wins, they matter. How big is it to have this one, checked off?
Yeah, we want to play a competitive schedule that's going to mean something when you win games. And St. Cloud, they're going to be they're a really good team. They probably didn't capitalize on some opportunities they had, and we were able to. So I think the pairwise side, it's really hard. Now being in this chair, you hear on the recruiting side, like, oh, you play in the CCHA. Well, I think we're seeing the parity in college hockey is so prevalent that you got to go out and beat good teams. Doesn't matter the conference.
And then last one for me. I know that this was a long time coming for you to get, your first, game. How does it feel to have your first win this close to, your first game?
Yeah, it was exciting. I'd be lying if I wasn't emotionally a little bit taxed, because it's one, the guys on the bench have seen. Hopefully they see our everyday too. Like, I know they go through the blood, sweat, tears of moment. They see our hours that we keep. They see our passion to help them be players and people. So to win and get the reward for it, that's especially early, it kind of feels good to get it off your back.